I needed to change, or else we weren't going to be married. So I really focused on becoming a more positive person. She agreed to stay. And I began this journey of working on myself. And I would start taking these walks of gratitude. And while I was walking, I would just say what I'm thankful for. And those walks turned into walks of prayer. And I started to pray to God. And then a friend of mine gave me some sermons from Erwin McManus about why I follow Jesus. And I listened to those sermons, and it really spoke to me. And Kathryn will tell you that began the process of me changing and us and our marriage improving.
And Kathryn, your background, you were involved in sales for a variety of companies. You were an aspiring actress and a model. You put that on hold to raise your kids, and then you've begun to develop in some areas with respect to helping Jon, and also on your own. So tell us just a bit about your story.
Yeah, when Jon and I met, we were both professionals. So we were kind of young and movers and shakers in Atlanta. And as we got together and really knew we were going to spend our lives together, that we wanted to, for us, there had to be a decision that I had to really kind of get behind him and support him. And one of the things I say in the book is, I'm not saying that someone has to do that. But in our relationship at that time, I knew that's what I needed to do for us. And in doing that, I was able to stay home and take care of the children and really be a support at home for Jon.
There's no way, right? I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have done this work. I wouldn't have written these books. I wouldn't have made a difference. I wouldn't have reached millions of people if it wasn't for Kathryn and her support. And this is like her second act. She's like coming out now, ready to, really begin her new career as someone who is helping so many people and so many women in so many relationships, because she's been coaching her friends for years, giving them advice on marriage, giving them advice on relationships. And we wrote this book because she saw so many women and so many men getting divorced in their relationships. And she's like, Jon, we have to do something to help them. If we stay together, because we probably shouldn't have, if we stayed together, they could stay together. And so we knew what we did. We knew that we made God the center of our marriage. And that began our success in our relationship once we did that. Like before that, it wasn't good. But once we made God the center of our relationship, it really started to improve. And so grit, stands for God. It stands for resolve, invest together. And that's how you create a great relationship. So I give Kathryn all the credit in the world. Seriously. I mean, an amazing, strong woman. And as you read the book, everyone says like, wow, Jon, you get knocked off your pedestal. You took yourself off of it because of what you wrote about yourself. And your wife is the rock star because people see the truth of how she led during our time of struggle and challenge, how she forgave, how she stayed with me, how she was so strong through all the turmoil and challenges. And so people see me now as a successful person, with all these best-selling books, making a difference, but they don't know the journey of what it took for us to get to where we are now. And our relationship in the process was a huge part of that, the number one part of that.